Tamil Nadu Minister and DMK leader V Senthil Balaji broke down in tears when he was being taken to a hospital for a medical checkup by the Enforcement Directorate this morning. The minister has been arrested in an alleged money laundering case, and he has now undergone a coronary angiogram, is what the hospital is saying. The ED raided Mr Balaji's home before taking him for questioning yesterday. But as the probe agency took Mr Balaji for a medical examination after the arrest, there were dramatic scenes at a government hospital in Chennai. The DMK leader was seen weeping copiously in an ambulance as his supporters outside shouted slogans against the Enforcement Directorate. Take a look at those dramatic visuals from earlier today. He has now undergone a coronary angiogram as per the details shared by the hospital. But let's listen in to what the BJP has to say.
It is a complete drama by DMK, and this is Dravida model as told by Mr. Stalin. The Enforcement Directorate called Senthil Balaji for interrogation. It is the duty of a minister. He is a minister. He is not an ordinary person. He is a minister. He should cooperate with the Enforcement Directorate, the law enforcing authorities. We need to understand that Mr. Senthil Balaji is accused of taking money for jobs. That much of drama, screenplay, dialogues are happening today in Tamil Nadu. This is not good for Tamil Nadu or for DMK. I demand Mr. Stalin to dismiss Senthil Balaji from his ministry immediately.
My colleague Uma Sudhir joins us live at the moment with a quick update. Uma, interesting plot twist now. The hospital says Senthil Balaji has undergone a coronary angiogram. This after the BJP said that this is all dramatic and it's all being done because he's sort of averting the charges that have been put against him. But his party, meanwhile, claims that central agencies are being weaponized against those who are not the BJP or not the BJP's allies.
Yes, indeed. A series of dramatic developments overnight, and in fact the drama started early yesterday morning when these raids started at the home and also office premises of Senthil Balaji, who is the power minister and also the prohibition excise minister. After about 18 hours of questioning, it was in the early hours of today, 2:15 in fact, when Mr Senthil Balaji was brought to the government hospital, where we are seeing visuals of him dramatically breaking down, and the DMK alleging that he was in fact tortured, and that's the reason why he's in pain and that's why he is crying there, seen on camera crying there. On the other hand, like we just heard the BJP spokesperson Mr Narayan Tirupati alleging that all this is drama and theatrics that's playing out and that he is trying to avoid an arrest. In a very short while from now, we are going to be seeing the Madras High Court in fact hearing a habeas corpus petition that's been filed by the wife of Mr Senthil Balaji, and she is demanding that he should be produced before her because she believes that there is an illegal arrest that has happened. That's the stand of the DMK as well. Rajya Sabha MP Mr NR Ilango, who is also a lawyer, has in fact said that it's an unconstitutional illegal arrest that has happened, and in fact he says that notices were not issued to Mr Senthil Balaji before he was questioned yesterday, and that's what they're going to be challenging in court as well. A short while, in the morning, we saw Mr. M.K. Stalin, the Chief Minister, also visit Mr. Senthil Balaji in hospital, and subsequently a picture tweet that was put out by the Chief Minister's office and Mr. M.K. Stalin saying that Mr. Senthil Balaji had in fact cooperated with the agencies and had agreed to cooperate with the minister, something that Senthil Balaji also mentioned in a press conference a few days ago. He had done that, and despite that he was subjected to this kind of a treatment, and Mr. M.K. Stalin in fact has related it to the 2024 election, saying that this is politically motivated and that the people will show their anger or their reaction in the 2024 elections. All this obviously being related to the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections, general elections that will happen in 2024. Even as these raids happened on Senthil Balaji, we saw the TMC's Mamata Banerjee as well as Mallikarjun Kharge in fact also putting out statements saying that they believe that this is politically motivated and that this is misuse of central agencies. But I must point out that the Supreme Court in fact on May 16 had in fact cleared the action, or rather the whatever the investigation that was being conducted by the police as well as by the Enforcement Directorate and it is after the rejection of the petitions of Mr. Senthil Balaji and the Supreme Court giving the go-ahead that in fact the Enforcement Directorate has gone ahead. We saw earlier raids by the IT on Senthil Balaji as well, and about 40 locations that were connected with him. And yesterday the Enforcement Directorate raided his secretariat office, his residence, his brother's residence, as well as his offices and residences that are there in Karur, in his hometown itself. The irony of all this is that politics, as we know, is shifting sands, and Senthil Balaji is being accused of his action when he was in fact a minister in the AIA-DMK cabinet between 2011 and 2015, and Mr. Annamalai, who is the BJP state chief, has in fact put out a video of Mr. Stalin criticizing Mr. Senthil Balaji. This was in the run-up to the 2016 elections, where he's in fact heard saying that Senthil Balaji has collected money for giving jobs as conductors or as bus drivers. Right. Interestingly, the reaction of the AIA-DMK as well, just to, if I might just wrap it up, Mr. Jayakumar, senior leader in the AIA-DMK, saying that the AIA-DMK ministry cannot be held responsible for it because Senthil Balaji had acted in his personal capacity and had personally collected bribes on in lieu of offering jobs to those people. So a lot of drama playing out. In a short while, we will see what the court has to say. Formally, the Enforcement Directorate not yet has put out any statement saying that they have arrested. So he's certainly the custody of the ED, and as you mentioned, the ECG reports and others mentioning that he may actually require surgery in hospital. Back to you.